guys do an audio intro? Like, today we're blah, 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 blah. Or do you just start?
We just kind of jump
We
in.
just throw it in dry.
God, Eddie.
We just lick it and stick it.
Is this rolling?
We are rolling, thank God.
Please clip that for me so that people understand the bullshit that I put up with. I'll be like, we're going to be professional. And then Eddie's like, lick it and stick it.
Throw it in dry.
Why does it feel like toast in here?
It's so rough.
I hate you. What's up, everybody? I know things look a little different around here.
So different.
What?
We're like outside.
We're not outside.
There's so many bushes.
If this is outside, then I hate to think that what you are like on the Jurassic World ride.
I'm terrified because there's real dinosaurs on that ride.
Is this Isla Nubar?
It's Isla Nubar.
Whatever.
Isla Nubar.
You don't know. What's going on, Eddie?
I don't know, I'm just getting
like
used
it
to
or-
the new digs.
Do you like it? You have like a seat. It's
I have-
very
yeah.
Captain Kirk.
Armrests.
I don't know. I feel like you look too comfortable.
I'm very comfortable. I could doze off.
Oh,
Like our new sign. We got our new sign.
we have a new sign. We're changing things around here, guys, if it looks a little bit different.
It's not because we got money.
It's not.
Don't think that.
We're not moving up in the world at all.
We did
But
not
we are
get
trying
money.
some different things. We're getting a producer.
Yeah.
We're getting help.
Help. We need help so
I mean,
badly.
that kind as well. But yeah, we're getting help. We're going to try to grow the show even more. And so we can just keep giving you guys the best product possible,
Yeah.
you know? But Eddie, it's
What?
you really mailed it in with this sign.
What you told me? You're like, make it the Today Show, but not Today Show.
I feel like you just typed that in with
All-
ChatGPT.
No, I
Uh-huh.
took the Today Show sign and then went into Photoshop and erased today and then wrote not today.
But you didn't even like pick a corresponding
That's the same font.
bullshit.
Same font.
Bullshit.
Same font.
They're not getting away with that on television.
Maybe not. It's close.
Was Wingdings
it's
not
close.
available?
It's close.
Anyways, oh, it's been a week, Eddie.
What happened?
Listen, I know this is going to sound like such small gripes
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of the world, okay? But I've been going to the gym, right? Like I try to
Braggart.
do. And there's a dude at my gym that absolutely smells. Like when I smell him the minute I open, like I know he's
But there's
there
lots of people
before
at
I
the
see
gym
him.
that smell.
No, Eddie, this is different. This is an aroma. First of all, he looks like the Capital One Viking. I just want to paint you this picture. And like,
When you get near him, does it get warmer?
yes.
Is that how bad it smells?
Yes, he is a space heater in the gym. But like, at what point, like he's got to know he smells, right? People have to know they smell, right?
I know when I smell.
Do you go to the gym?
I work out at home.
You don't go to the gym.
I don't go to the gym.
You don't work out at home?
I do work out at home.
Bullshit. What do you do at your house, Eddie?
I have those bowflex dumbbells so you can adjust the weights. They
Did
work.
you steal those in my divorce?
Oh no! Well, they were given to me because I helped someone move all their shit out of a house into a storage unit, and they would go and mail that person things that they wanted on occasion to wherever they live now. So that was one of the things I received as a thank you.
Oh, really?
For doing all
you
that.
got paid in Bowflex?
I got paid in bowflex dumbbells.
Eddie, that is a metaphor for your entire
It is.
career.
It really is.
Really? You get paid in just endorsements?
I'm a full barter system person.
You shouldn't do that. You should not barter with people.
Why?
Why? Because someone always gets fucked in that deal.
Well, I got fucked in that deal, but not. I enjoyed the bowflex weights. I got fucked later on.
No, but like, I won't do trade with anybody.
You don't trade?
I will not do trade with anybody. Like whether it's like clients or whatever, they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll do this, you know.
If you do this,
Yeah. Like if you write for me, I'll do this for you. And it's like, no. Like my rate is my rate, your rate is your rate. I would
Right.
rather us pass back and forth the same $200
right?
than
So you don't do
one of
barter,
us
but do you
gets
do
shorted.
favors?
No.
Well, with me, you help. You help out with
That's
me.
different.
I help out with you.
Eddie, that's different.
I come over and move
because
shit
I know
for
you're
you.
good for it.
Yeah.
I know you're good for it.
Yeah.
I know
I
you're
have a good line of credit for you.
Yeah, you have a good line of credit, but also I know that I'm going to call you with some bullshit, and I know that you've got an IOU, and you're going to show up and do that.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, hey, Eddie, come and put up this giant cow skull
Yeah.
in my house.
Hang this dead, severed cow skull on my fucking.
He actually did that, by the way.
Climbed up on a fucking ladder.
Most of the things that you get asked to do, Eddie, are because you're a tall person. That's the stuff you get asked to
That's
do in my
life.
home.
Well,
Okay.
when you marry a 5 foot tall woman, just know that part of your responsibility is human stepladder. Just know that.
So like a human truck or van.
Yeah, just human assistant mover.
U-Haul,
Just
exactly,
assistant
for
mover.
sure, yeah.
That's what you are.
I just rent him for a couple of hours. You know what I mean? And Tracy's cool about it.
Right. Well, I came home the other day, and she goes, "Guess what I did?" Like super excited. Like, guess what I did? And I'm like, "What'd you do?" She's like, "I took the dishes down from the cabinet." And I'm like, "Okay," because we got new dishes, so we had to replace the old dishes with the new dishes.
I didn't realize you were like living in a
Dude,
in a
she is so
shire.
vertically challenged. Is like living with a hobbit. Truly living with a hobbit in a normal sized person's world.
You're like, thou shalt not
You
pass.
shall not. It was yeah.
Does she ever use her lack of height to like get away with not doing stuff?
All the goddamn time.
What'd she do?
Eddie, can you give me some toilet paper?
That has nothing to do with height.
It's because we keep it on the shelf in the closet, which is just out of reach for her.
That's
Can you give me some toilet paper?
a lot. That's a lot, Eddie.
Vertically challenged.
Oh God.
Vertically challenged all the time.
But I would argue. So you use the bowflex. What else do you use to work out?
I do a lot of push-ups. I have a dip thing. I do dips
Where do you do dips in your house?
in the family room.
You're
I
like
push
on
the
the
coffee.
counters that Tracy can't
I
touch.
push the coffee table out of the way.
Eddie,
I work out.
you need a gym membership.
I
Eddie.
do have one. LA Fitness.
Why don't you go?
'Cause it's such a pain. Because fucking people smell.
Oh, that's.
It's a pain in the ass to go to the gym.
I don't let someone else's odor prevent me from having the body that I want, Eddie.
I have the body that I want.
Do you?
I have the body I deserve.
Do you have the body that anyone else wants?
I'm 50. No one wants my body, no matter how it looks. It doesn't matter. I'm not a sexual being anymore.
You're like, I am one of these
Right.
plants.
They hung my jersey up in the rafters years ago.
Oh man. But this dude, okay, so back to this
Yeah.
dude at the gym, he smells heinous. And I was like, I wonder if like sometimes you just get nose deaf to your own shit. You know, like
I
because
would-
you're around it all the time.
I mean, like I guess if you're around all the time, or if that's just how you naturally smell, like if that person smells that bad at the gym, they probably smell like that all the time. Because no one works out so much. They like, I know I don't normally smell bad, but if I have like a shirt that I've had on for like a little too long, I worked out in it, or I know I sweated earlier, and then
You kept it, you didn't
I
change it.
I just kept the shirt on because I had shit to do.
Ew.
Well, like if you're like, if I say I'm at your place helping you fucking put a dead cow head on a wall,
You're like, I'm not.
and I'm working up a sweat, but then I have like, it's 3 or 4 hours before I get home to change my shirt. By the time I get home, like, oh, that smells a little ripe.
Poor Ralph. You
Right?
go straight from my house
Sometimes
and doing labor
and
at my
he's
house.
very smell sensitive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I am too. That's
can
the thing is I'm trying to parse what is his smell and what is my sensory sensitivities because I'm so
Some people are super fucking smell sensitive.
I am. I'm very smell sensitive. I can tell.
Like, do you smell soap on people?
Yeah, I smell soap on people. I can smell when there's a skunk like on the other side of my neighborhood.
Well, yeah, that's a skunk.
I'm serious.
Everyone smells skunks.
No, but like
Or weed.
on the other
You
side.
don't know if it's weed or skunk.
One time I called the gas company because I was like, there's a gas leak in my house. And they were like, there's no way there's
Tracy
a
did
gas
that
leak
too.
in there.
She's done that
but I
before.
did it at 1:30 in the morning. And do you know they send somebody out when you do that?
Oh, dude.
At 1:30 in the morning?
Dude.
And he got there and he goes, no, this is a skunk. He goes, I think there's a skunk under your house.
Well, skunk and gas don't smell the same.
I didn't know. Whatever. But I like everything. Whenever I don't understand something, I
Yeah.
just type it into ChatGPT now, or I tap it into the internet. And it usually takes me to the bowels of Reddit where people are having conversations about this. And I found this like article where this guy was asking, is he the asshole for asking his girlfriend if she can take a shower? And he goes, my girlfriend only showers once or twice a week.
No. No. No.
Look, there's all about like having
No.
your natural aroma.
No, there's
but
not.
like if you work out, it says that they go to the gym together, and she will even sit in the sauna when they go to the gym.
Yeah,
And she says things like women don't really sweat much.
Yeah,
And
they do. Yeah, they do. I've seen women sweat.
I don't really sweat a lot, but I glisten, you know?
I'm not a huge sweater, but I sweat.
But are you the asshole? Like, how do you even bring that up in conversation if it's your partner?
I don't know, because I've never been with someone where I've had to go, you need to shower. Like, on a consistent basis. There's been times where, like, oh, my God, you're a little ripe. You might want to go shower. But it's not been, like, an issue in the relationship where you have to go, you need to shower today, and then tomorrow, and then the day after.
Dude, this is embarrassing to even admit. I've actually had the opposite problem where, like, dudes did not want me to shower. Yeah. They'd be like, there was this one soap opera actor I dated back in the day. He was so weird. I was like, hey, I'm like, I just got back from a hike. And he'd be like, great, don't shower. I'll be right over.
Ew.
That doesn't do it for you?
If you're both, I could see at that point if you guys are still in that phase where it's like fucking super like all the time and you want to, and you're both working out and you're both sweaty and gross, I could see, all right, we're
This
both
is fair. We're both on this level.
we're on an even playing field here. We're both gross.
We're both disgusting.
We're both disgusting. Let's smash our grossness together. But like if one of you's
Smash
clean,
our grossness together.
if one of you are clean, I can't be like, yeah, get your funk all over me. No.
Keida, what do you think about this?
No.
Guys, everybody, you haven't met him yet, but producer Keida's in the room with us. Have you ever had this happen to you?
Well, when I was in grad school, I was dating another. What am I saying?
Human?
No, she was in school with me, and she was a vegan.
Oh.
And which I have, I'm mostly vegan too. But the thing is, she wouldn't bathe either. She wouldn't wear deodorant.
She's like,
and
I don't want to harm the water. I don't want to harm the environment.
There's molecules in the water that live.
And she smelled like, and she ate like probably 10 pounds of onions a week. And so she smelled, she smelled like a pile of onion peels all the time. But she was really cute, so I kind of dealt with it. I just put a clothespin on my nose.
I just imagine Keita trying to go down on her. She's like, why? She's like, why are you crying? He's like, I'm so
It's
emotional.
a fucking blooming onion down here. That's why. Need some honey mustard to go with this. Yeah.
This onion and bussin'. Bussin' onion.
I like a little. There's a difference between.
You like a little stank?
Rancid odor and like in like you worked out and there's a little bit of. I love that smell.
Musk.
I can't stand like that
Onion patch
smell. Yeah.
Oh, some people can't help it though, because you can't like shame somebody for like what they eat, right?
Yeah, you can.
If someone's just eating tons, if you're just eating tons of onions, there's an issue. Like, dude, why do you eat onions all the time?
Oh man,
Find something else.
it's so bad. But yeah,
Ugh.
I would say it's equally bad when you come across a person like that it smells like so much
perfume and like they're trying to cover it
it's just
instead.
like, oh, I hate
Well,
that.
yeah, because then
I
you're
hate
like,
that
okay, what's
worse.
going on? What are you covering?
What are you covering?
What are you covering?
What are you
Well,
covering?
usually it's self-esteem.
But no, I've had dudes like pin me down and like try to smell me. Like I think more dudes
Like, where are they smelling you?
under my arms.
Oh.
I just feel like dudes are way more into that shit than they like to admit. You guys like stuff that's a little gross. I feel like
I don't.
some men are kind of like, they're kind of like dogs in that, like, if I take Kevin outside and something died on the ground, he's like, this is amazing.
I'm going to jam my nose into it and then rub my back
That's what I feel like the majority of the guys that I've dated have been like.
Really?
Yeah, let me roll around in this stench. I'm like, great. Now I've got to bathe you. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
always like, I prefer clean over dirty.
Dude, I've even had acting jobs where like the person I had like an intimate scene with
Yeah.
had really bad hygiene. And I am very sensitive to smell. So like for the worst one that I can remember is this one guy. He was on like a really big TV show at the time. And I was like, I can't believe I get to like act across from this person, let alone have like an intimate scene with them. So
Jack Wagner.
no, but they decided that day that for the aesthetics of this character that he needed to have a hairless chest. He also only wore natural deodorant.
Oh, or called non-deodorant.
Exactly, non-deodorant.
I use crystals.
Yeah. He definitely was one of those.
Yeah.
And so not only did he have the natural smell,
Yeah.
but that day he was like, "Oh, we're gonna just nair my chest." Do you know what nair smells like?
No.
Nair,
Never used it.
basically, yeah.
Well, I know it just chemically burns the hair off.
It chemically burns the hair off of you, but it leaves such a distinct stench behind.
Okay.
So now he's got that smell.
Yeah.
We're under all these lights, very similar to what's happening
There's
in the studio
going on,
right now. Sweating. He's on top of me. And I've got to pretend that I don't smell.
You're into this?
Yeah.
I want all of this?
Yeah. That I am just in the throes.
It's the greatest night of my life.
In the throes of passion.
Would you prefer, if you had your choice, awful body odor or bad breath? What's worse? Because I think I would take bad body odor over bad breath.
Bad breath's pretty gnarly.
Bad breath is, yeah.
Because it's in your face.
Yeah.
That's kicking.
And body odor, you're kind of like, okay, well, everyone smells that way when they're bad.
But I feel like you can get around bad breath.
I don't, because I think bad breath goes way up into your nose and just hangs out there.
So that's part of the problem is I always I've had to have conversations with people that I was in a relationship with or I was dating or whatever because they didn't have great breath. And I was like, yo,
certs.
Do you have allergies? And they're like, yeah, how did you know? Almost always when someone has bad breath, and it's a very distinct kind of bad breath, I'm like, that is a postnasal drip / Claritin every single day thing. I go, if you stop taking that antihistamine and you switch to a different one, we don't have this issue. But it is kicking, bro.
Yeah.
But no, I tried to be really nice at first. I tried to just subtly slip him some Altoids and things like that. I was like, oh my God, you want one? I would always give myself one first so that they thought I was being nice. But I was just trying not to embarrass them.
All right.
The
I feel
worst
like that's
is
the nice thing to do.
Smoker's breath. If someone's been smoking 5 packs a day.
Really?
Or if they drink wine all the time.
Oh, wine is awful. Wine's an awful breath.
It's the worst. That
it's
sweet,
like a
musty,
stale, sweet smell. Smell.
Yeah,
wine
I don't have to
wine breath is the worst. I take beer breath over wine breath.
I haven't had to deal with it in a long time, One person, though, they had a really distinct smell where it smelled like alcohol all the time.
Because they drank all the time?
Dude, I would ask them, I was like, yeah, did you drink something? And they'd be like, no, why? And I go, because you smell like alcohol.
Right.
And they were like, no, absolutely not.
Was it coming out of their pores or their mouth?
Out of their mouth. And I was like, oh my God, I think you have something wrong with your kidneys. I took this man to the doctor and was like, there's something wrong with his kidneys and the way they're processing stuff. And they looked at me like, you dumb bitch. He's an alcoholic.
He's fucking drinking all the time.
He's an alcoholic. That's really what happened.
That's Jim Beam you're smelling.
I was like, we have to get this diagnosed. He's like, it's Captain Morgan, you dumb bitch. Oh, but I'm dreading. I'm at to the point now where I feel like I've got to say something to these people at the gym.
Can you just bring fucking Axe body spray with you and just fucking Febreze them?
I don't know. We have to be able to do something. Can we file an anonymous report against people?
Just wear a
in the
t-shirt
gym?
that says you smell.
Stay away from me. I smell. This is for your own
Right.
good.
Don't come near me. I smell.
I don't know. But I'm just it's just one of the many things that's been fucking with me right now.
No,
Is it unhoused person smell, or is
No,
it
it's bad diet smell. It's bad diet, bad
like
hygiene.
French fries and
Coming through the pores.
ooh,
and then working out on top of that?
Coming through the pores where you're just like, ugh.
do they look like someone with that smell, or is
Yes,
it,
I told he looks like the Capital One Vikings.
oh, so the look matches
Like
the smell?
what's in your wallet? Yeah.
What's in your wallet?
Not deodorant, that's for fucking sure. Oh my God. But I've been there's so many things going on. And another thing was my ADHD has been raging lately. But I feel like I'm grateful for getting diagnosed because it's allowed me the opportunity to figure out how my brain works and how to make my life easier as a result.
Yeah.
But I think all my friends hate me for it now because I'm like, oh, you for sure have it. I'm like, I can see it in other people. I'll be like, oh, that's what that is.
Now that you've diagnosed yourself,
I didn't diagnose myself.
or been diagnosed,
I got diagnosed.
Now you're issuing out
But
diagnoses.
now I'm like, oh yeah, that's what that is for sure. You don't have it, by the way.
I don't have ADHD. No,
You don't have ADHD.
Thank
You're
you.
just depressed.
I have other issues. I have clinical depression.
But no, I can see it in other people.
Yeah.
And they're like, Jen, this is not ADHD is not an MLM. Okay?
What's MLM?
Multi-level marketing scheme.
Oh, okay. Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Got it.
Where you're like, oh, you get other your friends to do it and
Right.
things like that. Yeah.
No, you have it. Now go tell 2 other people that they have it. And they tell 2 people.
But
And then they tell 2 people. And then we all have it.
All right,
And then I don't
world.
feel alone in the world.
But no, I think you start to see it in other people and you realize that there's a reason you're drawn to certain types of people. It's because
Yeah.
they have similar types of personalities that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's funny. I saw one of my friends actually. She has ADHD, and she's like, "I'm pretty sure my husband has ADHD too." Because
Did you diagnose her? And
No,
then she
I did not
diagnosed her husband. And then
diagnose
she
her.
diagnosed her husband.
Yeah, I get points when he gets confirmed. No, I'm kidding. But no,
3 more
but
diagnoses, I get a sweatshirt.
it's not a book fair. Like I'm not. It's not a contest at your kid's school. Do they have those, by the way, at Colton schools, or have they?
I don't know. We don't participate.
You
in
don't
anything.
participate in any of the fundraisers?
Not really. The candy bars. He sells candy bars.
That's it.
Yeah. But that's usually
Does
for the
he
football
really
team.
sell candy bars?
Last summer, he did it for the first time because he was trying to raise money for the football team. And so he brought the box of candy bars home.
How many
And
of those did you end up buying, Eddie?
I probably bought, there's 60 in there, right? And they sell them for $1 each, which is like, that's a good deal for a candy bar.
Yeah.
$1.
And they're solid candy bars, too.
Right. Not bad. And then, so I ended up buying like $25 worth of 25 candy bars. And then we took it to my parents' house when we went to go visit them. My mom bought the rest of them. So like he didn't sell them to anybody except his dad and his grandmother.
That's not how fundraisers
I know,
work, guys. I hate to
I
break
You know
this
it's
to
not
you.
a good deal?
What?
Girl Scout cookies.
It's only $5 for a box. Or is
No,
it 6 now?
No,
Now
it's
it's
$6.
They've raised the
And-
price.
And the reason I know is because I just spent $450 on Girl Scout cookies because my
Man,
niece,
you got hosed.
my niece.
You got taken.
But here's the deal: my adorable niece
Yeah.
just turned 5. It's her first time.
Yeah.
Like an idiot, I started competing. I had a
Oh,
shadow
you wanted her to
competition.
win.
Well, I wanted her to win, but what I really wanted
What was she going to win?
it was a shadow competition with her other grandfather,
Oh.
and I wanted to beat him. And that guy is like 8 feet tall and 400 pounds, and
This
he
is how competitive men
he
are.
bought like
I'm going to buy more Girl Scout cookies.
$400 worth of the cookies,
Right.
so I had to buy 450.
She made out.
Yeah, I've got a whole.
She sold
I've
like
got
a
tons
grand
of
in
What
boxes
Girl
did
of
she
Scout
junk.
cookies.
win?
She won a patch that's probably $3.
Half the price of one Girl Scout cookie box.
She won the patch when she hit 100%, which is like
Holy shit.
2,000 boxes, and then she hit 150%, which is she gets her name embossed, which is another $2.
Man, they're killing it. The Girl Scouts are killing it.
She moved
the
$1,000
game.
worth of
Fucking-
Girl Scout
it's,
cookies.
It's a yeah. It's
Man, if she was selling drugs, you know how much richer you guys would be?
Dude.
not me. I'm the one that spent the money.
I know. Man. Plus, like, I don't know.
I got a box for both of you if you want.
I'll take it.
I don't feel like Girl Scout cookies are that good. I know that's
Oh,
a
they're
hot
great.
take.
Thin Mints
come
are
on.
fucking
Thin Mints
awesome.
Thin Mints are amazing.
yes.
But the rest of them,
I could give or take. I could leave the other ones, but
yeah. But like,
Girl Scout, but Thin Mints I'll take.
how many different kinds did you buy, Keida?
Like every kind they have.
You
Like
fell.
I
No,
literally,
I would have cleaned out the Thin Mints. Nothing else.
I bought like over 100 boxes. I think.
Tagalongs
So
can
many.
fuck off. Tagalong. Blech. Nope.
No, did you try the lemon ones? The new lemon ones?
No,
They're
because lemon's
really
not a
good.
treat.
Oh, it's
No.
really good.
Lemon? No.
Yeah.
No.
They're like shortbread but with like a lemon frosting that you can't see.
Anyways,
I'd rather just have chocolate.
all this to say, Keida has ADHD.
We found that out just now.
I've got all the
Must buy
ADHD.
all boxes.
But I love that. I love that your competitiveness kicked in, and you're just like, I'm gonna buy all the
Well,
boxes.
because you can
How many
see
did it turn out to be?
boxes?
Yeah,
I mean, $450 divided by 6.
I'm not good at the maths, guys. What
It's
is that?
no, I probably bought like 60, 70 boxes.
Where the fuck are you gonna store those?
They're on my shelf behind here. I'll give you some.
Hilarious.
No, but the reason I got competitive, well, I wanted her to win the patch.
You had
but
about
then-
75 boxes,
75. So,
give or take.
but then what happened was it lists the top 5 people,
Yeah.
and I was the top person, and all of a sudden her grandfather, not my dad, the other grandfather, all of a
He
sudden
bumped you off.
he bought me off, and I kept buying.
Motherfucker.
I kept buying another $100 worth of cookies,
Fuck
and
that dude.
I still was second place. I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
But I know the
They
guy.
were, like,
he's
in
a
a
huge
bidding
guy.
war.
Yeah. See, I know where you're coming from now. Yeah.
I wanted to
That's
be
how
the
you
top
guys.
person.
I feel like that
Yeah.
goes back to some childhood shit for
That
you
goes
guys.
back to caveman shit.
No,
that's
goes
caveman
That
shit
goes
right
back
there.
to you guys going to the arcade and you walk in and some kid with like the letters, JRS, like has knocked you off the leaderboard at a video game, and you're like, "Who the fuck is that
Yeah.
guy?
Well, it's better
Tell
than
me I'm wrong."
it's better than spending $450 in a strip club.
True.
That's fair.
Either way, you make a little girl happy. So.
You're disgusting, both of you. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah. Good times.
But anyways,
Yeah.
back to my friend.
Okay, back to your
My
friend.
we're really off the rails today.
Yeah.
My friend, she was like, I think my husband has ADHD. And I was like, why do you think that? And she goes, well, he was just spiraling one day. And she goes, and I gave him one of my Adderall and like
And
crystal clear.
It leveled him out.
Yeah. I think the telltale sign that you have ADHD is if you try something like Adderall,
And it calms you down.
and it calms you down.
Yeah.
Like when stimulants don't have any kind of effect on you,
Yeah.
like that's a pretty cut and dry sign that it's
Yeah.
probably ADHD.
Probably.
Like I can have.
If you're taking Adderall, you're like, I feel good now.
Yeah.
I'm leveled out.
Mm,
Probably a sign you have ADHD.
it's weird. It's weird though because it like brings over this like weird calm over you. You know what I mean?
Like a normal calm? Like a
No,
numbing
you
calm?
can't say normal calm because people with ADHD have never experienced a normal calm until they take Adderall, and then everything just kind of gets quiet. And like your internal monologue and all the racing stops and all the random song lyrics that pop into your head throughout the day, all
Right.
the random like internal monologue you had going, just like your narrator's off the
Then what
grid.
happens when you have all that silence?
It's mind blowing. You honestly, the first time it happened, I cried because I was like, "Holy shit, this is how you people live. Like this is what it's like."
And it was great? You enjoyed it? Or did you miss the noise?
Uh,
'Cause I feel like I would miss the noise.
I miss the noise. I miss the noise, but only because I'm used to it.
Yeah. That's your normal.
And it's honestly where a lot of my creativity comes from. You know,
Yeah.
when so much of your creativity comes from it, it's like, I don't know.
Did you find it hard to be creative once you got the noise volume turned down?
Well, then the other problem popped up where they were like, "Oh, what's that?" That is how they started looking
Right.
at the other stuff
Yeah.
because
It's like we cleared out all these weeds of ADHD and we found this little treasure box of autism.
that's exactly what happened. Where they were like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Wow.
Yeah. Honestly, it cranked up all of that stuff. And I realized, like, I don't know, the things that I was like getting weird about with my ADHD were the things that were making my life tolerable. It was the things that, let me try new things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because that's the big balance beam that I'm walking at all times. Is like I need routine, I crave routine, but I also need spontaneity. But if I don't have control over said spontaneity,
Well, you can't have control over spontaneity because that makes it not
can.
spontaneous.
It's controlled
That's not a
spontaneity.
thing.
It's
There's no
controlled
controlled
spontaneity. Yeah, it is.
It's
There's a
like
difference.
planning your own surprise party.
Listen.
That doesn't work. Like, oh, you guys.
I've done that.
Shouldn't have. That's not a thing. Not a
I
thing.
plan my own parties.
You can't plan your own surprise party.
Yes, you can.
No,
Eddie,
you can't. Then it's just a party
You
where
know-
people scream surprise.
Eddie, here's the thing. I've never liked surprises.
I know that.
Do you know why I don't like surprises?
I don't know why.
You know what a surprise is you don't want? A fucking emergency. That is why I don't like surprises. Because like a good surprise, you're like, oh my God, that's so amazing.
Yeah.
There are certain people in my life I trust to surprise me.
Okay.
Because they know me well enough
Yeah.
that they know
They know you don't like surprises.
that
so
they
don't
know
fucking
they know
surprise
the
you.
thing. No, but they know the things that I like.
Yeah.
They know the things that I tolerate. There's nothing that makes me reevaluate a friendship or a relationship than when someone surprises me with some shit that I don't want.
Right. You're like, oh, you don't know me at all.
No, for instance, this guy one time when I was much younger, he surprised me for my birthday. He didn't tell me what we were doing. And I was like getting ready. We were in South Florida. I was like, we're going to go on a boat and have lunch. Like I was just planning the day in my head with this hypothetical situation. We were going to like go to the beach, something chill.
Yeah.
Something chill by the water is what I assumed.
Right.
And I'm like looking super cute. I put a sundress on. Like I'm
So you're
all
anticipating
in.
the surprise.
Yes.
Okay.
But like he just wouldn't tell me what we were doing. And I walked out and I was super cute. And he goes, I should probably tell you what we're doing. And I was like, and I knew.
Bungee jumping.
Close.
Really?
He's like, we're going to go skydiving. And I was like.
Bungee jumping without the cord.
Eddie, when I say I flung myself into a fetal position on the floor, I went, no.
Well, no, you don't surprise someone with skydiving. No.
I've had multiple friends surprise their partners with skydiving.
That's dumb.
I was like, that sounds like a fight.
You don't do that.
That's what you do when you're breaking up.
Yeah, you're like, this is how I want to end this. I want one of us to die. That's how we're going to do
like,
it.
that is an amazing breakup
I need
plan.
plausible deniability of your death.
You're just standing in the plane and
We
you're
were just
like,
skydiving. I don't know why I didn't open. I have no idea.
but think about, I mean, that is a great way to break up with somebody though. You're like getting ready to jump out of the plane. You're like, well, it's been fun.
It's been fun.
Bye.
See you, bye. I regret nothing.
But that's the thing. I don't like, that's a surprise I don't like.
Yeah, that's not. You don't do that to somebody. You surprise someone with like, "Hey, we're going to a movie tonight." Psych! It's a fucking dinner party. Or that's a surprise. Or hey, we're gonna go bowling. Oh no, I'm just kidding. We're gonna go visit your friend you haven't seen in forever. Like that's a surprise.
I'd rather go bowling.
Me too. But like, you don't surprise someone with skydiving or something like an adrenaline junkie. You don't do that,
Right?
Because you don't know what people can tolerate as far as like.
I cannot tolerate that. But yeah, no, that's
Right.
That's like one of those things. And so I was like, she goes, well, should we go ahead and get him tested? And I was like, what's the difference if he has it or doesn't have it? It's like, just maybe operate as if and see if you like, because that's the thing is since I've figured out that I have it, the one thing that I really do feel like it's helped me develop systems that work for me in my house. You know what I mean? In my home, in my environment, in my life, that like things that used to cause me a lot of distress aren't causing me distress anymore.
But you live alone.
Yeah.
So you have these systems.
That also helps. But
you have these systems in place that help you feel comfortable. But the minute someone enters that system, it's going to throw that system out of whack.
And that's what happened with my marriage. Is they'd be gone
Right.
for 8 months, 10 months out of the year.
Yes.
Right.
Well, you guys, I mean, not to dissect your previous marriage, but it was like you guys were truly never together because
it was great.
The way you're, I mean, even when you first started getting like dating, that person was on the road a ton. Like you spent maybe the first 3 years of relationship, you were probably together for 9 months total, maybe less.
Yeah, and the thing is when they would come home, I would want to spend all my time with them. Like that was very mutual. But then I realized like that's not sustainable because I would lose momentum in my own career. I would get so wrapped up in like making the other person happy. And I would
it's hard to find the balance of like, okay, I can spend some time with you, but I have to keep doing what I was doing.
Yes, exactly. And the other person was just not on board with that either, you know? But I do think one of the hardest adjustments for me is when they would be gone for extended periods of time and then they would come home.
Yeah.
And they'd bring all of this extra shit home. That was always something that threw me off. I don't know if this bothers you at all, Keida, but my ex used to like always bring home random things. And like I'm talking like extra
No, like
he didn't bring those home. They were there, but no.
Old toilets.
He would bring home like old television sets and like extra furniture that we did not need or have space for. And he'd be like, and I'd be like, why do you have this? And he'd be like, oh, well, my parents gave it to me and thought we could use it. And I was like, where do you want to put this? Like, we don't need this. Like, he loved to collect things. And I am not.
Well, you guys are different in that respect.
I am not a collector.
See, I'm a collector, so I understand.
I know, but that's toys.
I do. Yeah, it's toys. It's action
That's
figures.
fine. Those bring you joy.
They do bring me joy.
I don't think these objects brought him joy. I just think he felt bad saying
I don't
no.
like hoarding stuff, but I like collecting things I like.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're a pure hoarder. Just
He's like, I've got 75 boxes of Girl Scout cookies I need to move. Are you going to resell those? There's probably a black market for girls.
Well, I'm gonna wait like 3 months.
You should
then
probably
they're-
freeze
wait
them.
till they go out of circulation, and then that's
Yeah,
the peak of the
freeze
market.
them. Freeze them.
Well, I freeze the.
Thin
mints
mints.
ones?
Thin mints. You have to freeze.
You have to freeze all of them so that way they stay fresh.
I don't care if they're fresh. I just want.
No, so that way,
they're
that way they're
sealed.
hot.
They're sealed in
That way they're
plastic.
hot
I
on the
don't want them
secondary
to
market.
be fresh because I want them to feel the pain of that addiction. They're gonna have to get through eating swampy fucking cookies.
They have to know how
That is
bad they want
spend
these.
That is
$10.
diabolical, Keida.
Yeah, I know.
That is absolutely diabolical. Is it time?
Is that time?
I don't know. I feel like
it's
it's
time.
time. Okay.
It's time.
So,
We don't always go now.
Wait, it is the time. Do you guys do
it's time. So we do a thing at the end.
do a thing? Okay.
We do a thing. We do a
We do
Florida
this
Man
thing,
Friday.
Keida. This is your first time. This is your initiation into the circle of trust. We call it Florida Man Friday. Eddie, what are the rules?
Playing Florida Man Friday, I read Jen Sturger 3 Florida Man headlines, 2 real, 1 fake. Just tell me what is the fake Florida Man headline,
Okay.
and then you can play along.
Is it like the Panhandle, Florida?
Yeah, like Florida, all of Florida.
Well, Jen's from Florida, and we test her Florida, how Florida she is.
We like to see how Florida I still am because I've been away from the motherland for quite a while.
Right.
So like I'd like to see that if I'm still in touch
She's
with my
still
roots.
in tune with her
It's Florida
Florida-ness.
or Ohio. I feel like anytime there's some horrendous thing,
Ohio's
it's
just
either-
North Florida, right?
It's either Ohio or Panhandle,
Right.
Florida.
And at this point, the U.S. is the
All right.
Florida of the world.
So what is?
Here we go. Florida Man headline, 3 Florida Man headlines, 2 real, 1 fake. Ready?
Yes.
Florida man claims he was trying to catch them all after being arrested running naked through a Walmart. Florida man breaks into a Burger King and drinks 25 gallons of used deep fryer oil. Florida man with no arms charged with stabbing Chicago tourist. 2 of those are real, 1 of those is fake. You tell me what the fake Florida man
I
headline
can't
is.
come up with the logic that the third one is real, unless he's really
Florida
good
man
with his
with no
feet.
arms charged with stabbing the Chicago tourist.
That's pretty
You
wild.
think that's the fake one?
That's pretty wild, Eddie.
Okay, that's the fake one.
Yeah.
Keida?
I'm going to say number 2 because
Number 2?
because I think well, I don't know because he might have thought that he might have misread the health thing benefits of drinking coconut oil. I think 2 is fake.
Florida man breaks into Burger King.
I think the guy with no arms is so absurd that has to be real.
Okay. You're a winner. Neither one of you.
What?
Those were both real headlines.
Wow.
The fake one was Florida man claims he was trying to catch them all after being arrested running naked through a Walmart.
Oh man.
The other 2 actually happened.
I thought Pokemon was for sure. That's so funny.
That first one
Trying
was
to catch
Ohio,
them
man.
all.
The Burger King one, a guy was he was on a diet and he broke into Burger King. He thought he could get around his diet by drinking
And what about that? That's not the one
fried,
that I was worried
used
about.
fried oil.
That's probably the guy that's working out in your gym.
It probably is. That's why he smells
What's
that
the
way.
last one then?
He started with his legs. He had a fucking thing in between his toes. Fucking yeah.
You know what? Not even mad. That's talent. That's raw
dedication
athletic
and talent.
Anyways, Eddie, where can people find you?
You can find me at eddiepence.com or at Eddie Pence on all the socials.
You can find me at Jennifer Sturger, guys, on all the socials. Please keep sharing us, leaving us 5-star reviews, positive ones. Eddie,
5-star rating, positive text review.
positive text review.
That helps. Spread the word. Share the YouTube.
Eddie and I would love to get on tour. We'd love to take this thing to a city near you. So please sign up for his beacons.
Yes.
Or my beacons,
Either
just so we
beacon.
can, either
beacons.
both of us, both of our mailing list. Please sign up. It's our way to get around the algorithm. It's our way to get direct contact with you guys. So, thank you so much for joining us again on another episode of Not Today.
Yeah.
You guys are doing such a great job growing this thing, and we can't wait to see what happens next. So, onward and upward. This is
Into
pretty
the
cool.
forest we go.
I fucking hate you. Bye, guys.